You could say what you want, when you want, how you want. For the voiceless and for the empowered. For the focused and for the disorganized. No matter who you are. This is not a podcast. Don't come here for a podcast. I'm not the guy you want to watch in a podcast. I don't do good in podcasts. If you're new to late nights, I do this alone. And I welcome you back to Late Nights, my weekly sketch comedy show here on my YouTube channel, my Instagram, my TikTok, my personal profiles, wherever you found me. This is not a podcast. This is not at all a podcast. We're not friends. I don't make friends. I don't do a podcast because I'm not great at making friends. I'm a little quirky and a little weird, and I don't really know how to connect with people because I find people to be a little off-putting. Okay, I hate everybody. My inner people pleaser makes me want to love everybody. But in fact, I think, if anything, I hate myself more than anybody, which is really not a huge problem. The only problem today is that I didn't do my hair for today's episode. In fact, I didn't try at all to get prepared for today's episode. Moreover, we actually already filmed this episode. It was just so horrible, I thought, there is no way I should make you watch something that's already base level pretty awful. I couldn't make you watch something worse than awful. You're talking about the bathroom thing?
Yeah, no.
Okay, alright.
But the...
Matt, who would it be?
Ooh, that's such a good question.
Would it be one of those people from Summer House or Beach House or House? What are those people called?
Summer House. Fuck those people. They're all shitty.
I can't believe. Even for the views. If you're new here, I hope you stay. If you're old here, thank you for supporting the channel. It's been really exciting to see my progress. Because it's my progress. And I own it. This is a weekly sketch comedy, late night TV series inspired by SNL, The Weekend Update, Colin Jost, Michael Shea, Chevy Chase, Jon Stewart. You name the guys. I'm inspired by the work that they do. And as a comedian and a writer and an entrepreneur and a professional cookie maker and all of the above, I thought, why not do a weekly sketch comedy late night show? So I'm here to tell you Happy Easter this weekend. There's nothing really all that exciting about today's episode. Okay, I'm downplaying it big time. There's some huge news that you gotta know about today's episode, but you needed to know first that this is not a podcast. Somebody called it a podcast, and I thought to myself, what is it? Like, what are you, stupid? What are you, silly? And then they got all hyper on me because they misinterpreted it. And then I thought, okay, well, this is not their fault. This is my fault. But this is a late night show. And you don't have to be terrified. But you know who should be terrified? This weekend, Reese's should be terrified. They came under huge fire. Just short of being on Trump's radar. Huge. Just short of being on his radar. They are under huge fire for changing up their original formula on some of their most popular products. You know who called them out? The grandson of the inventor of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Hershey doing this to the ingredients needs to be a spotlight needs to be shined on that, and they need to not be able to get away with it.
Reese's changed up their formula. You wouldn't know it, but this weekend you might while you're unwrapping some of those eggs. Maybe the kids got some chocolates. Maybe you're just being a fat cow in your house and a couple Ferrero Rochers, whatever you're into. You may notice on your Reese's products that there's a film. A film is on your chocolate, poisoning your mind, suffocating your taste buds. What you should be tasting is all original, authentic cocoa chocolate. Chocolate.
Did you say chocolate?
Yes, sir. With or without nuts.
Chocolate? Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
I knew something was up with that chocolate. I knew something was up with it like 5 years ago. 5 years ago, if you could trace it back, there's going to probably be court filings on this. Reese's is in some hot water. They really are. I knew it though. I can't wait to get a defamation suit on this. I've never got one. I don't know what it feels like to get one. But I will tell you one thing, with the way people get defamation suits these days, I'm pretty jealous. You should be too. You should go out there and get a defamation suit. All you have to do is just speak your mind and let somebody hear. Like, I want someone to sue my ass off. Reese's knew what they were doing. They wanted to make more money. They chose profits over consumer values, and that's what happens. I hope they do the right thing. Apparently they are. I don't know. I hope they don't come after me and think it's me, my words, that damage them. That's the funny thing about this world we live in. People make choices that are damaging to themselves. Companies make choices that are damaging to their brand. And then they do not react accordingly when the people speak. But Reese's heard the grandson of the inventor, and I thought that was cool. That was something we should have recapped for Easter, because you guys are going to be housing tons of Reese's eggs. I mean, I might have to shove a couple up my ass just to make sure they taste right. I might. I'm not sure. I don't know who I'll be this weekend. But I do know if one more person asks me what I'm doing for Easter, I might just gouge my eyes out with this pencil. Hopefully before that somebody sues my ass off. And, I think a lot of people were wondering, how do you keep it so upbeat, Anthony? I think I keep things pretty upbeat, and it's because I feel pretty little about myself most days, and I think that's an okay thing. We always try to give our episodes a Ted Lasso spin, which is why we can't do podcasts, because if you get on podcasts, all you get is defamation suits. But if you're inspirational here on your own, people kind of just feel sorry for you, and then they just kind of listen. Humble beginnings? Praying hands? Praying hands? Nobody? Okay. Well, anyway. I can't be on podcasts. I hate you all. Fuck you all. All of you. Billions. There's billions and billions and billions and billions of people, and I only like about 5 of you. But while you're out there this weekend, whether it's for religious reasons or your secular reasons, or you're just out there floating along by yourself, I hope you do good. I do. I hope that you experience nice things and that you're involved in things that give you a sense of community and loving and togetherness. There's nothing wrong with not getting along with everybody. I used to think I had to always get along with everybody. I would stoop down. I'd hold my tongue, not say what was really on my mind. I would eat at my soul. That was a younger me. Now I want to say everything that's on my mind. And I do. And I can't always say what's on my mind. Now you have to hold back a little bit. And that's okay. It's all right to be discerning about things in your life. Not everything you think needs to come out. But at the same time, just because I don't like somebody, I don't agree with somebody, doesn't mean I don't want you to eat. I want you to eat. I want everybody to eat. Everybody should get their flowers. Every single person should get their flowers. I saw a buddy of mine this weekend. He said, I love what you're doing on your show. You're just out there talking about reasonable things. I think it's unreasonable to believe that we don't want the people that we don't agree with, we hate, we wish all these awful things on, that we judge and we snub our noses at. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I want you to eat, just not on my table, not with my people, not in my business. But I still wish you good things. And I wish you experience great things this weekend and have your time for worship, have your time for family. I wanted to say thank you to everybody that has supported my episodes up until this point. I also want to say a big thank you to my editors and my people behind the scenes who chose to do other things this weekend and not edit my videos. I have a lot of love for all of you. Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for joining me here for another late night. It's been a late night, but it's Easter this weekend, and, well, I'm hoping to see some bunnies. Before you go, do not forget in your travels to pick up the latest copy of Mixed Feelings. Mixed Feelings is a great book. It's a tutelage to my former self. Real stories with anecdotal type Ted Lasso inspiration. Things that got me through my hardest times in life before I got to the funniest times of my life. And if you've gotten to this point, then you know I'm way funnier than inspiring these days. Drop a comment if you agree, which means anybody that got here should be dropping a comment. The funniest part about this book is that when we wrote it, instead of spelling anecdotal, we wrote antidote. Antidotes for life, not anecdotes for life. Man, are we dumb idiots. But you don't learn unless you try in this world. So go buy a copy and shut your face. This is Late Nights. I'm your host, Anthony Cassese. Thank you for joining me. Hit that subscribe button and see you next week.